The known history of the Korean peninsula begins with the Gojoseon Kingdom, founded by King Dangun in 2333 BC. In the place of this state, which disintegrated in the 2nd century BC, the period known as the Three Kingdoms period began, and the Goguryeo, Bach, and Silla dynasties of the Korean peninsula took over the region until the 7th century AD. These three kingdoms were united under Silla's rule in 676. The Goryeo dynasty, which took control of the peninsula in the early 10th century, continued to exist until its collapse in 1388, thanks to the established political relations and taxes paid, despite the Mongol invasions in the 13th century. With the Joseon Kingdom established on this date, the capital was moved to Seoul, and Confucianism began to come to the fore instead of Buddhism, which had influenced the previous period. Korea, which maintained its independence in the 20th century, was occupied by Japan in 1910 and remained under Japanese rule until 1945. During this period, Korean was banned and a large-scale assimilation policy was implemented. After Japan's defeat in World War II, it was divided into two. The northern part was occupied by the USSR and the south by the USA. The countries declared their independence in 1948, and the peninsula, under the control of two global actors, became the scene of one of the bloodiest wars of the 20th century, which lasted between 1950 and 1953. Although the war, in which more than 3 million people lost their lives, including 2.5 million civilians, actually ended with the ceasefire agreement signed in 1953, it still continues officially because a peace agreement was not signed. The meetings held by the leaders of North and South Korea at the borderline and the messages given reveal that the war is planned to end at the official level in the coming period. After the war, South Korea entered a rapid recovery process despite all the negative effects of the war, and political, economic, and cultural improvements were made with breakthroughs in every field. This development process continued despite the turmoil and military coups in the political atmosphere of the country. South Korea, which became a member of the UN in 1991 and the OECD in 1997, hosted the Seoul Olympics in 1988 and the FIFA World Cup together with Japan in 2002. In the last half-century, South Korea has been rapidly progressing towards becoming a global actor. Thank you for watching. If you want more such content to come, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel.